hippopotamus. The hippopotamus, sometimes called a hippo, loves to swim in water. They will sometimes hold their breath and walk on the bottom of a lake or river. Clownfish. This orange fish with white stripes is tropical. That means it lives in warm saltwater. Clownfish live alongside sea anemones. The clownfish protects the sea anemone in exchange for leftovers and a safe place to nest. Crab. Crabs live on the bottom of the sea. They are covered in a hard shell called an exoskeleton. They can walk faster sideways. Beaver. Beavers are large rodents who are natural engineers. They build dams on rivers and streams to make lakes. Platypus. The platypus is an unusual animal that lives in eastern Australia. They have a bill like a duck, a tail like a beaver, feet like an otter, and they lay eggs. Lobster. Lobsters live on the bottom of the ocean. Instead of skin, lobsters are covered by a hard shell called an exoskeleton. Frog. Frogs are amazing jumpers. They are amphibians, so when they're young, they live in the water, but when they're adults, they live on land. Whale. Whales are the largest animal ever known to have existed. They are mammals like us, so even though they live in the water, they have to come to the surface to breathe air. Starfish. Starfish have 5 arms. They live on the bottom of the ocean, and some of them have the unusual ability to grow back an arm if one breaks off. Shark. Sharks are very large fish with many sharp teeth. They live in the ocean and are excellent hunters. Dolphin. Dolphins are mammals. Although they live in the water, they breathe air just like us. Hummingbird. The hummingbird is the only bird that can fly backwards. They are very small and beat their wings so fast it makes a humming sound. Robin. Robins are a common bird with reddish feathers on their chest. Their small eggs are a lovely shade of blue. Owl. While most birds come out during the day, the owl prefers to hunt at night. They make a nice hooting sound. Flamingo. Flamingos are tall birds with long legs. They like to wade in water. You will often see flamingos standing on one leg. Parrot. Parrots are extremely smart birds with bright and colorful feathers. Some parrots can learn to speak hundreds of words. Moth. Moths usually fly around at night and are not as colorful as butterflies. Ladybug. This red beetle with black spots can fly. They are also known as ladybirds. Moose. The moose is a very large deer. A male moose has broad, pointy antlers. Moose prefer to live where it's cold. Rhinoceros. Rhinos are extremely large plant eaters, which have a big horn. They like to wallow in shallow pools to stay cool and munch on the plants growing in the water. Chicken. Chickens are popular farm animals that lay eggs. They are birds, but they cannot fly very far. Male chickens are called roosters. Cow. Cows are very large farm animals. They love to walk around and eat grass all day. Most of our milk and cheese comes from cows. Earthworm. Earthworms live below ground, but will sometimes come to the surface after it rains. Ostrich. Ostriches are extremely large African birds. Although ostriches are birds, they can't fly. They can, however, run very fast. Giraffe. The giraffe lives in Africa. Because it has such a long neck, it can reach its favorite food, the leaves of the acacia tree. Gorilla. Gorillas are the largest primates on Earth. They live in Africa and mostly eat plants. Lion. Lions are very large cats, sometimes called the king of the jungle. Males have a very bushy mane, which makes them look extra big and scary to other animals. They're also known for their loud roar. Snake. Snakes do not have legs, so they move around by slithering. They do not chew their food. Instead, they swallow their dinner whole. Alligator. An alligator is a scaly reptile with a long tail and a large mouth filled with many teeth. Mouse. The mouse is a fuzzy rodent that is smaller than a rat. Mice have a keen sense of smell. Opossum. Opossums are marsupials, so their children live in a pouch when they are very young. They're nocturnal, so they sleep during the day and run around at night. Elephant. Elephants are the largest living land animal on Earth. They have thick gray skin, large ears, and a long trunk. Panda. The panda is a black and white bear who lives in China. They love to eat bamboo, which is a large, fast-growing grass. Horse. Before there were cars and planes, people used to ride on the backs of horses from place to place. Grizzly bear. Grizzlies are very large brown bears that live in Alaska and parts of Canada. They love to eat salmon and will often stand in streams to catch jumping fish. In the winter, they hibernate, which means they sleep all through winter. Koala bear. Koala bears are fuzzy Australian animals who love to eat leaves from the eucalyptus tree. Despite their name, koalas are not really bears. Cat. Cats are beautiful fuzzy pets who make a delightful purring sound when they're happy. Cats are very clean animals and spend a lot of time bathing. Snail. Snails have a shell on their back and they move very slowly by wriggling on one big foot. Tiger. Tigers are the largest cat on Earth. They are extremely strong and covered in stripes. Kangaroo. Kangaroos move by jumping, and they have a pouch in front for carrying their young. Wolf. Wolves are distant cousins of dogs. Wolves talk with other members of their pack by howling. Spider. Spiders have 8 legs and 8 eyes. They build sticky webs to catch their food. Caterpillar. A caterpillar is actually a butterfly or moth that is still developing. After eating a lot of leaves, they will wrap themselves in a cocoon and transform into a beautiful flying insect. Goat. Goats are very common farm animals. They have horns and little beards. They seem to like to eat almost everything.